Today's MTG box analysis will be for the March 20th opening of a Battle for Baldur's Gate Draft Booster Box. We'll start off by reviewing the set distribution and the cards that we were eligible to see inside of a Draft Booster Box, and compare that to the cards that we actually observed. Then we'll take a look at set coverage, coverage by rarity, and duplication. From a value perspective, we'll break down the potential value of the cards that we could have seen in the box and compare that to the actual observed value. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and almost 100 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level. Before we jump into this box, let's take a quick look at how the Battle for Baldur's Gate set is constructed. The set contains a total of 645 cards. Draft booster packs, however, can only see 450 cards because they are not eligible to pull the 20 basic lands, the 82 etched foils, or the 93 extended art cards. Using this chart, we'll be exploring the difference between the total number of cards that we were eligible to see from the set versus the number of cards that we actually observed during the opening. Regarding non-foil cards, we noticed a variation of 6 cards between black with 65 cards and white with 71 cards. And for the foils, we observed 3 to 5 cards from each of the primary colors of Magic, as well as cards from almost all eligible categories. Regrettably, none of the 24 packs that we opened today contained any borderless cards. Now let's shift our focus to coverage. With regard to the non-foil cards, we were able to observe 277 distinct cards out of a possible 450 cards, which means that we saw 62% of the cards that we were eligible to pull. Among the primary colors of Magic, the color with the greatest coverage was red with 81%. In the foil treatment, we were eligible to see 449 unique cards from the set. Each of our packs was guaranteed to see one foil, and since we didn't see any duplication, we saw 24 out of a possible 449 cards for 5% coverage. Again, our highest coverage among the primary colors was in red with 9%. Now let's pivot to coverage by rarity. In the non-foil category, we observed 95% of the commons and 64% of the eligible uncommons. Additionally, we observed 28 rares achieving 27% coverage and 6 mythics achieving 14% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 9% of the commons, 5% of the uncommons, 2 rares for 2% coverage, and a single mythic for 2% coverage. Overall, this booster box contained 30 rares and 7 mythics across 24 packs. Since this was a draft booster box, duplication was anticipated going in. 139 of the non-foil cards were repeated 179 times, resulting in a duplication rate of 37% for the box. Despite this duplication, we only saw one playset in this box, and it was the faceless one that I called out during the opening. I've opened a lot of Battle for Baldur's Gate draft boxes over the last year, and they have all contained a playset of this card. From a value perspective, let's start by examining the current market value of the set as of March 18th, 2023, before we delve into the actual value that we observed in this box. This chart provides an overview of the 450 cards from the main set that can be found in draft booster boxes, divided by category and dollar ranges based on non-foil pricing. At present, there are 17 cards valued over $10, and of these, 13 are the Ancient Dragons, and here's a look at their current prices. Now, the other 4 cards valued over $10 are the 2 versions of the Battle Angels tier and the 2 treatments of Minsk and Boo. What I find interesting is that the borderless Battles of Angels tier is the lowest price. For every other high-value card in the set, the borderless version is the most valuable. This is the only one that's upside down. Now, draft booster boxes also feature 12 cards valued between $5 and $10 and 32 cards valued between $1 and $5. The remaining 389 cards are valued under $1 at this time. If you were to tally up the total non-foil market prices of all 450 cards, the combined market value would come out to be $633.14. Moving on to the value that we observed in this box, let's begin in the non-foil space. Out of the 17 cards valued over $10, none were present in this box. However, we did come across 3 cards valued between $5 and $10, including Legion Loyalty at $5.21, the Luxury Suite at $6.12, and the Kindred Discovery at $6.80. Additionally, we picked up 18 cards valued between $1 and $5, but the remaining 435 non-foil cards in the box were all valued less than $1. In the foil space, again, we were not granted an audience with any of the cards valued over $10. We did get close with a Karlach Fury of Avernus Mythic valued at $9.60 though. We also saw 3 foils valued between $1 and $5, but the remaining 20 foils in the box were all valued less than $1. So, how did this box perform? Well, to start off, I purchased this draft booster box from my local game store last summer for $79.99. Fast forward 7 months, and as of March 18th, 2023, the current market price for these boxes is up to $90.17. This draft booster box contained 24 packs with 20 cards each, allowing us to see a total of 480 cards. Among these cards, there were 24 tokens that are currently valued at $4.76, giving them an average value of 20 cents apiece. Additionally, we saw 336 commons valued at $49.86, 107 uncommons currently valued at $25.54, 30 rares valued at $33.38, and 7 mythics valued at $23.75. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $137.29, and this is $57.30 over my purchase price, resulting in a return of 172% over the price I paid. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 14 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined market value of $54.48, which represents 40% of the total value of the box and 68% of my purchase price. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, do something amazing.